Is it some northern elite conspiracy coming together to send Bola Tinubu
is
by
a national
force?
consensus? Is Peter Obi from northern Nigeria? Are they not all part of the coalition?
But is it
I'm fully involved in a process, democratically and lawfully, that will end by the grace of God in sending this government out of office.
And you are committed to it?
100% till now.
And you think you can do it?
By the grace of God.
That you chase this government out of power?
With the help of God and Nigerians, we will send these people out of office.
Is it some northern elite conspiracy coming together to send Bola Tinubu
is
by
a national
force?
consensus? Is Peter Obi from northern Nigeria? Is Adebishola not from Osun State? What are you telling me? Are they not all part of the coalition?
But is it true that some northerners are not happy with Bola Tinubu?
It's true that Nigerians are not happy with Bola Tinubu. What
about some of you in the north who are coming together and say it's a must, it's a project that must be
I am not
executed?
involved in coming together of the north to say it's a must that Bola Tinubu must go. I am involved in a national coalition that there should be a change of guards in Asorok through a constitutional democratic process May 29, 2027.
Everywhere meaning Nigerian is hoping and expecting to see Bola Ahmed Tinubu go in 2027. As a matter of fact, 2027 is going to be Operation Kick Out Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Aso Rock. That is the project of every Nigerian. It is not about Aminu Tambuwal or Mr. Peter Obi. It is about Nigeria. It is about the existence of Nigeria, because Nigeria is currently facing an existential threat. And the person at the helm of affair is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ever since Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in office in 2023, Nigeria and Nigerians have never remained the same. Nigerians are going through the most excruciating pain in the history of this country, from skyrocketing price of commodity, skyrocketing price of houses, soaring inflation, reduction in the quality of life of the people, reduction in their purchasing power, hunger, poverty, insecurity, high taxes and interest rates, high government spending, high debt profile. Everything is on the rise. The only thing that seems not to be on the rise in Nigeria is the salary of the public servant. The government of the day is ruling with so much arrogance and impunity. They don't want to accept that they are not doing the best. They don't want to accept that they are destroying the life of Nigerians. They don't want to take corrections. When you give them corrections, they will come after you. They go around bragging that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is undefeatable in 2027. Nobody can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be re-elected in 2027. And the question that keeps begging for answer is, which sensible Nigerian is going to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? They didn't vote for him in 2023. When they didn't have an experience of his leadership at the national level. They rejected him vehemently at the pool. They rejected him in Lagos State, where he was a governor for 8 years, a city boy in Lagos State. He lost woefully in his own state. So we will vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 after experiencing all his anti-people's policies, all the negative indices of bad government that he has unleashed on the people. Absolutely no one. All of this is just revised psychology. All of these are just the handlers of Bola Ahmed Tinubu who do not want to come to the reality check that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be chased out of Aso Rock in 2027. But defeating Bola Ahmed Tinubu requires strategy. It requires planning. It requires everyone coming together. The mistake that happened in 2023 ought not to happen again. Nigerians had the opportunity of not allowing Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become the president in 2023. They did not want him, they wanted Mr. Peter Obi, and they went all out and showed their displeasure at Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC by voting in Mr. Peter Obi overwhelmingly across the country. Peter Obi won the 2023 presidential election, but he was rigged. The reason why Mr. Peter Obi was easily rigged in 2023 was because of the platform he was contesting. 6 months to the election, Peter Obi left the PDP and joined the Labour Party, and he was able to do the unthinkable. The first time in the history of Nigerian politics that we saw someone pulling out that kind of feat in a relatively unknown political party like the Labour Party. But one major mistake of the Labour Party was that Labour Party did not have full soldiers on ground to protect the votes of Mr. Peter Obi. Nigerian election, Nigerian politics is complex. You need to match the ruling party madness for madness, strategy for strategy, foot soldiers for foot soldiers. This was the same thing that APC did in 2015 when they defeated Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in the presidential election. APC matched the ruling PDP madness for madness. As a matter of fact, they came out on top with everything that they have to throw at the PDP. Propaganda, bigotry, madness for madness, foot soldiers for foot soldiers, politics for politics. In everything that the PDP was bringing to the table, APC came out on top. Even before the election proper, the propaganda on ground against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was so visible that he already lost the election. APC, though a new political party, was able to achieve all of this because all hands were on deck. APC was a formation of different political parties. Different politicians from the PDP, AMPP, CPC, ACN came together to form the APC, and they handed over their presidential ticket to late President Muhammadu Buhari, who got 11 million votes in 2011 presidential election. So it was very easy for President Muhammadu Buhari and the APC to coast to victory in 2015, unlike what we had in 2023. Mr. Tinubu won the 2023 presidential election, but it's easy to win an election in Nigeria, but the most important thing is securing your votes and your victory. This was what the obedience could not do, as the vote of Mr. Tinubu was stolen right from the polling unit before it got to the collation center. So Tinubu was rigged in every front because of the political party he contested. Labour Party doesn't have the structure like PDP. If Tinubu had contested in the PDP in 2023, we will not be talking of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today. So PDP helped in bringing Bola Ahmed Tinubu in power. Atiku Abubakar helped in bringing Bola Ahmed Tinubu in power, the same way he helped the APC and late President Muhammadu Buhari to come to power in 2015. So if we must defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027, we must ensure that we don't make the same mistake we made in 2023. But right now, it seems we are making that same mistake. Because so far so good, the main proponent of APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming to power, who is Atiku Abubakar, is still on the verge of allowing them to continue beyond 2027. Atiku Abubakar wants to contest in 2027. He has already declared his ambition to contest as president in 2027. Atiku Abubakar has left the People Democratic Party and is currently in the ADC. The same ADC that Aminu Tambuwal and Mr. Peter Obi is. The same ADC that Aminu Tambuwal is hoping to use and unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Atiku Abubakar insists on contesting and finally get the ADC ticket, because he will definitely get the ADC ticket if it comes out for the primary, then there is absolutely no way that Mr. Peter Obi is going to be on the ballot in ADC. Peter Obi will definitely be on the ballot in a different political party. If this happens, then the scenario in 2023 is going to play out again, and that will give Bola Ahmed Tinubu an unfettered chance to win the 2027 presidential election. Of course, he's not going to win the 2027 presidential election, but it will give him the chance to rig it the same way it was rigged in 2023. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election. He was able to easily rig that election because the oppositions were divided. Between Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi, the second and the third place candidate in the 2023 presidential election was 13 million votes. Imagine if the both of them had contested under one political party. That would have been 13 million block votes for one presidential candidate. There is absolutely no way that INEC is going to rig 13 million block vote. There is absolutely no way that the judiciary will rule against 13 million block vote. That was a problem we faced in 2023. And now we are still going to face that same problem in 2027. If Atiku Abubakar insists on being on the ballot, it is a turn of the South. That is the general feelings across the country. Late President Muhammadu Buhari ruled for 8 years as a northern Muslim. It is now the turn of the South to rule for another 8 years. It will be insensitive to support a northern candidate to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There's a general feeling that the northerners are not happy that a southerner is in power. This is the same thing they did to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan prior to the 2015 presidential election. Jonathan was doing absolutely well for Nigeria generally. The economy was good. Nigeria was rated the third fastest growing economy in the world. But the northern political leaders gang up against him and unseat him. How do you unseat someone that was doing very well for the country and place the country as the third fastest growing economy in the world? and you handed in power to a northerner who came in and destroyed everything that Jonathan and other past presidents has built in this country. Nigeria is at the precipice today because of the mistake that was made in 2015. So I don't think Nigerians are willing to make that same mistake again they made in 2015. I don't think they are willing to allow a northerner to take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is better for them to continue with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the devil they already know, than to go for an angel they don't know. So if they are so serious about voting out Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then it must be a southerner that must take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And there is one southerner that Nigerians trust, and that is Mr. Peter Obi. They showed their trust in Mr. Peter Obi in 2023 presidential election. Therefore, they will stand behind him in 2027 presidential election. So if Tambuwal is really serious about the statement of chasing Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027, then he knows what to do. Peter Obi must be the presidential candidate of the ADC. Atiku Abubakar should not be anywhere near that election. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.